I really appreciate many of the points that have already been brought up. I do think this is a question that deals with education, housing, and sort of economic development. I think on the education level, something I've made a priority as a city councilor is to not just worry about what my responsibilities are as a city councilor, but to make sure that I, as a community leader, am actively engaging students and bringing them into the process to fix our curriculum and really make sure our budget is working efficiently for schools. Ultimately, our students are the ones being failed, and they know what's failing them. And what I've heard from students is that they don't feel like their curriculum reflects them. They feel like, and honestly, right, this was a direct quote, they feel like they're learning white history that's boring because they've been learning it since elementary school. They're not learning anything that makes them engaged in their own education, and our schools are 90% students of color. Not only that, they feel like they're not being engaged with career development that's actually going to help them go into the workforce so that they don't have to just jump out of school in order to do that. Also, with economic development, right, a part of this is also making sure that their parents have the resources so that their children don't have to support them economically. I had the privilege of speaking at the Refugee Youth Power Summit a couple weeks ago, and what I was told was that when refugee families come here, they're placed into houses that already have bed bugs. They are all sent to about the same factory in Cranston that makes their families work hours. That means they can't even be with their kids to adjust to life in this country, right? And we need to be making sure that we are pushing for a higher minimum wage, and higher than $15, right? $15 is weak. For folks outside of the East Side, a $23 minimum wage is necessary. I'm looking at my statistics for Ward 1, which is downtown Foxborough and Waylynn Square. We would need a $31 wage for people to be able to form a two-bedroom apartment. So that's another thing. Also with youth homelessness, we need to make sure homeless youth have access to housing.
Thank you.